For this activity, you're going to need 3 fish. So you could draw them on paper yourself and cut them out. So I've got an orange one, a yellow one, and a red one. And you'll see that they're all different sizes. So try and make one long, one short, and one in between. Don't make them too small, as it's going to be really difficult to measure them. Okay, now let's start with our orange fish. Now we're going to find out how long he is. So we know that when we measure, we start at the front and we go all the way to the end. So I'm going to use some Lego bricks for this. So I've got my Lego bricks and I know I have to start at the front, his nose, and I'll go all the way down, add in my bricks until I get to its tail. So keep going until you get to the tail. And I wonder how many bricks long this will be. Just a few more, I think. And I think maybe one more and we'll reach the tail. So I know that I can count them to tell me how long they are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Lego bricks long. Now it's really important that your Lego bricks are all the same size when you do this. So, oh, I've forgotten what number I said. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So just so I don't forget it again, I'm going to write it down on my piece of card. So 1 and a 4. 10 and a 4 is 14. So I'm going to keep those together. I'm going to keep my piece of card with my orange fish and move him away. And then I can move on to my yellow fish. Now let's use the same bricks. It's really important that we use the same thing to measure so we can do some comparisons, so we can compare it. Now I already know it's longer than 4, so I can start off with 4. I don't have to start off with 1. And I'm going to keep adding some until I get to his tail again. Do you think I need one more? I think so, because there's still space for another one. Let's see. Is that touching its nose and touching its tail? It is. So now I know that I've measured the length, how long my fish is. So I'm ready to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 bricks long. So again, I'm going to get my piece of card and I'm going to write the number 10 on it, which is a 1 and a 0. And I'm going to keep them together so that I know that they are 10 bricks long. Put that with my other fish. And then I'm going to bring in my last fish, my red fish, and I'm going to do exactly the same. Again, the same things. I can't just bring in my multi-link cube and use something different this time because it wouldn't be a fair comparison. So I must use the same thing. Okay, remember yesterday we looked at the video and we realised even though there was 10 bricks and 10 milk bottles, there's one that is longer than the other. So we must make sure we use the same things, the same objects to measure each time. So starting on his nose and adding them at the end. There's space for a few more. Let's add 2 more and see how we get on. Oh, I think there's space for another one. Oh, now that's not quite touching the end there. It's touching its nose, but not quite touching the end. So I think we need just one more. We'll add that on the end. There we go. I think we've made it to the end of our fish. Let's count them together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we get our piece of card and we write the number 12. Can you help me? How do I write a 12? That's right. The 1 goes first and then the 2, because the 1 means that there's 10 there, so it's 10 and 2, so it's 12. So now we've got our 3 fish. We can compare them. So we know that the red fish is 12 bricks long. The yellow fish is 10 bricks long. But orange fish is 14 long. So what does that tell us? What does that tell us? So we can have a look. Now we know that some numbers are smaller than others. We know that 10 is smaller than 12. So we can put that one first. And then we know that 12 comes next. So let's put my 12 here with my red fish. And 14 is the biggest number. Oh, let's just move that so you can see it properly. Hey, you swimming away from me, Mr. Fish. You mustn't do that. And then we've got 14. So we know that the yellow fish is smaller because it's only 10 bricks long. The orange fish is the longest because it's 14 bricks long, which is the biggest number. And the red fish is 12 Lego bricks long, and that means it's in the middle. It's in between 10 and 14. Now why don't you have a go at that? Cut out some fish, remember not too small, because if they're too small you won't put your Lego bricks on them and they'll be very, very tiny. So make sure they're about the size of your hand and 3 different sizes and see how you get on.